I'm not running to be the photo op Prime Minister. I'm running to change this country for working people. I think this country isn't working for most people, and I think we can change it. We can change it when it comes to flexibility for families, when it comes to dealing with low wages, the NHS. So I'm running on the issues, the substance, and how we change Britain.
When you say you're not running to be the photo op Prime Minister...
I rather proved it, didn't I?
But isn't that an essential sort of part of the job? Otherwise you end up looking a bit like Mr Bean if you get it wrong.
Thanks very much. Look, you know, the truth about this is that image, of course, matters. But, you know, I think that the issues we face at this election are profound for people. You've got the government that thinks the economy's fixed and things are going well, and I think you've got so many people who are feeling, look, this recovery may have reached the City of London, but it hasn't reached my kitchen table. And that's what I want to change. So, in the end, the British people are the boss. They'll make the decision at this election. We've got about 90 days to go for that decision. But I'm going to fight on the big things that will change Britain for working people.
It's interesting, though, because... and every politician we have here is passionate. That's why you get into the job in the first place. Everyone is passionate. I mean, it's a hell of a job and fairly thankless. But we ran our own weekend poll. Do you see Ed Miliband as future Prime Minister? Yes, said 22%. No, said 78%. Do you have faith in Ed Miliband as a Labour leader? Yes, said 21%. No, said 79%. And that sort of reflects a poll that was released in November. And so you don't seem to be very popular when it comes to sort of prime ministerial material.
Well, you know, look, I'm not in the commentary business. I'm in the business of changing the country, and we'll find out soon enough at the general election. But, you know, you said this thing that this is a difficult job. I think there are lots of people facing much more difficult jobs than me in this country. And it's for them that I want to change Britain. And so people do say, oh, isn't it hard being leader of the opposition? You know, people can throw what they like at me. I'm much more concerned about helping out people who have been saying, I can't meet the bills at the end of the month. I'm worried about what's happening in A&E. I'm worried about the prospects for my son or daughter. So that's where my focus is.
So it's all over the papers today, and certainly yesterday as well, about your new intentions with this paternity policy. Yeah. What are your plans exactly?
Well, look, I think that people feel that they're working hard for this economy, but this economy is not working for them. And we've got a very clear plan. First of all, to double the amount of paid paternity leave from 2 to 4 weeks, to pay it at a decent wage, £260 a week. That's about at the minimum wage. We think that's important because for dads, those first weeks of a child's life, and I know this from my own experience, are incredibly important. And actually, I was with a dad this morning who was saying, look, I really wished I could have taken more time off, but I only had those 2 weeks, and it felt like a really short time.
Did you take paternity leave?
I did take paternity leave for both my kids.
How much did you take?
I took 2 weeks in both.
Would you have taken the extra weeks?
I would have done. I would definitely have done that, because I think it is about changing the way our economy and our country works. You know, at the moment, so many parents, and I know this a bit myself, are in a sort of juggling act. And I actually think this is about a more productive country as well. Because if parents feel they've got the childcare, and we've got plans to expand free childcare from 15 to 25 hours for 3- and 4-year-olds, if people feel they've got the childcare, they've got the flexibility, they're going to be more productive. You know, it's my philosophy. When working people succeed, Britain succeeds, and I think that's our case at this election.